Hey everyone, this is Joseph from Body Wisdom Training. This is part 3 of a 3-part series teaching you how to breathe dynamically for your yoga practice, or what we call Ujjayi Pranayama. And as I said in the previous video, Ujjayi Pranayama basically means the victorious one that controls that which is everywhere. Prana is another way of saying energy. Using the breath to control energy flow is a natural process, but it does take some training. So in part 1, we concentrated on the exhalation, creating the throat sound with the exhale by opening your mouth. In part 2, we did the same thing, only we created the throat sound out the nostrils. So even though you're breathing in the nose, you're breathing out the nose and creating the throat sound at the same time. This takes a lot of concentration. Each one of these steps takes more and more concentration. Today, we're gonna breathe in and out through the nostrils. On both ends, we're gonna create the throat sound. Now, for some of you, you'll be a little bit anxious and try too hard, and it'll make all these funny, weird noises in your throat. Over time, you can smooth that out. The reason that this is so important is because it is the breathing technique for asana or for your movement practice. Now, can you just stop, at part 1? Yeah, you can do part 1 for a long time. You can do part 2 for a long time. You can play with all of this and make it your own. I'm just teaching you what I have come to understand over the last 25 years of practicing and teaching yoga to be the breath to use during your posture practice. That doesn't mean you can't rest during it. This is almost, I want to say, a secret now, because if you go to a populated yoga class, most likely they're not teaching this in any single class. You would have to take a workshop, or you would have to really want to develop this kind of breathing for your practice, which is why I like to say, and my teacher Mark Whitwell likes to say, develop your own daily practice for you, by you, with yourself, for yourself. That way you can really develop this breathing and have your own ecology and your own activism within your life and your practice. Part 3, in through the nose, out through the nose, creating the throat sound on both ends. So as you're sitting here, you would exhale all the air out and then inhale. A little pause after, and exhale the throat. And we go number 2, inhale. Little pause, exhale, throat sound. Now, you might hear different sounds coming out of the throat. Over time, you can smooth that out. When I inhale and stand up, notice I'm going slow, and that's because I'm being patient for the lungs to fill all the way. So we don't want to go too fast, but we don't want to go too slow either. So as I inhale, I synchronize the inhalation with the movement to rise up. We go inhale. Little pause and exhale. Now you can apply that breath to different movements. We can go hands to heart center in a prayer position, sitting upright. On the inhalation, we spread the wings. I like to call it spreading the wings, reaching way out. And on the exhale, the hands come back to the heart center. So the inhalation is more of the yin side of the breath, meaning you want to relax to fill. You don't want to try too hard. You don't want to tighten up all of your accessory neck muscles. You just want to, the best you can, control the airflow in at the throat center And as you do, you're going to notice it's going to pull. The diaphragm's going to engage, and everything's going to lift, and you're going to be able to fill your lungs right up to the base. And then on the exhalation, you're going to do the opposite. Engage the abdominals to push the air out, controlling the airflow at the throat. So if you were to watch my abdomen, it would puff out on the end of the inhalation. So if I have my belly engaged, I'm taking the inhalation, that throat sound. And it's puffing out at the end of the inhale, and then the opposite's true. I engage the abdominals. Push the air out. So this is a mechanical breathing. This is really, as I say, not only essential for yoga practice, but if you get this breath and you practice this breath over a period of time, it will dismantle anxiety, stress. It will ground you in the moment. It will pull you into the present moment. It's very powerful, and that's why it's been used for 1,000 years. Practicing yoga. This is often forgotten out in the yoga world. In the next video, we're gonna put it all together into a little bit more of an elaborate practice, and I hope that you will stay on and check it out. Hit the like button. Have a fantastic day. Be well.